Hi, welcome. Simon here. In this video, I'd like to give a review on this brand new HP desktop. I just picked it up from Best Buy. It is still right in the box, and let's take a look at it together. The first thing first is to identify the model. This is HP OmniDesk M02-0234. It has the AMD Ryzen 7, 16GB DDR5, M.2 1TB Wi-Fi 6, runs on Windows 11, 2 USB, so on and so forth. So let's take a look at the computer. First thing first is to go ahead and cut it open. So inside the box, obviously they come with a keyboard. You would have a brand new keyboard for yourself. In the box here, you have a power cable. And the desktop here by itself. So let's check it out. So I assume they do have a few different versions of the desktop. Maybe some of them would have the brown layout in the front. Mine is the black. Maybe black has a higher processor or maybe more hard drive space. I'm not too sure, but mine is the black. In the front here, you can see the power button is on the top right. You have headphone jack, 1, 2, 3, 4 USB, and 2 USB-C here in the front. It's very convenient. I like that many USB in the front, so it's easier for you to reach down and plug in USB. So on the side here, it's just pretty much the computer specs. And in the back of it, you can see the audio speakers is on the top left corner. The microphone is on the top right. The computer allows you to have dual monitor. So if you're planning to have 2 monitor screen, make sure you have a display port and HDMI. In the back of the computer, you have 4 USBs and a hardwired Ethernet jack. There's no graphics card here. At the very bottom is your power supply. So let's go ahead and take a look at the computer here. So I'll be removing with the torque. I think it's a T10. So what I can do is either you can have a flathead screwdriver, or you can use a torque T10, I believe. So I'll be using a flathead. Let's go ahead and unscrew. The screw does not come off. You just have to unscrew it. Zoom in a little bit, and you have to slide the panel to your left to remove the side panel. The computer is very straightforward. I'm going to identify a few of the items before I get right into it. At the very bottom here is a power supply. You can see that the power supply here does not have a PCIe power, meaning that the power supply would not allow you to add additional graphics card. So that is the downside of the power supply. This power supply here has proprietary cables. And when you come to the very top here, it's a 4-pin connector, and that's pretty much it. And there's another 4-pin connector on the top left corner. All right, so that power supply cable runs around the computer, and that's pretty much That's pretty much it. There's no extra PCIe for you to connect, and you can't even connect the SATA cable because it doesn't come with in a box. You might be able to buy additional 4-pin power here for your SATA, but other than that, it's pretty much standard power supply. The next here we're going to talk about is the RAM slot. You can see there are 2 RAM slots. First RAM slot is being used, and this is a DDR5 16 gigabytes. To remove the RAM is very straightforward. All you have to do is to push both sides of the clipper away from each other. So the clipper locks onto the RAM, you're just going to push it away, and the RAM will just pop right up. Lift it straight up, and you can see that this is a DDR5 RAM, 16 gigabytes. PC5, 16 gigabytes. To install the RAM, make sure that you have the gap matches the slot. If you do it the other way around, the length of the RAM does not match the slot. So you got to make sure that it matches by aligning it, and make sure that you can see the gap goes into the slot. And right in the center, you want to press both sides. And you can hear that the clipper clicks onto it. Once it's clicked, you're all set to go. Now let's take a look at the M.2 drive. The M.2 drive is hidden underneath the cover. To remove the cover, first you need to remove the top cover here. Simply by just lifting it up. You just kind of lift it up this way and then slide it off. The next cover you need to remove is by pushing both sides here away from each other and lift it straight up. So these are the 2 clippers that clip onto the CPU heatsink. Push it away, lift it straight up, and now you can see that the M.2 drive is right next to the hard drive. I'm not sure why they put it so close to the CPU, and the CPU fan is just blowing the heat downwards, meaning that the CPU is pushing the hot air towards the motherboard, which is so close to the hard drive, which is also make the hard drive very hot. And there's no exhaust fan here, just so you know. I would prefer to have an exhaust fan here to exhaust out the heat, or maybe have an intake coming from the front to bring in cool air. The design of the HP is just only 1 fan that comes from the CPU heatsink, and the M.2 is so close to it. So this is, to me, is not a good idea. The M.2 should be on this side of it, and you can see that the M.2 layout was already being designed at the very first place. You can see that the M.2 has its own layout, but I do not know why they did not complete the connector there, and instead they finished the connector here. So that is a very poor design in my opinion. At least you have the hard drive away from the CPU, and the RAM is just blocking the heat, but it is what it is. All right, so that's pretty much it. Very straightforward. To install back, all you have to do is just align it, push it down. The clipper clips on. So you want to latch on the top here first, and then push it down. And there you have it. So pretty much they rely on one CPU fan to exhaust the heat, and this bracket here is to channel out to the back of the computer. Hope this video helps, and if you have any question, please comment down below or visit the website and reach us. You can reach us from the website or YouTube comment. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye now.